you would like the playback of this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will post the link for that later. We will have a lecture style orientation, and then we will open the floor for questions, answers. So please hold your questions for after the presentation. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Happy Saturday. Hope y'all feeling good, feeling abundant, feeling blessed, feeling fortunate, lucky. You know, this is the day of fortune for me. Also, I want you to keep in mind that we did have a credit class. I will be posting that, the first class that we have, that will be on the YouTube today. I went through some of the basics of the credit compliance list, which you need to have to be in compliance to have good credit. 5 things you need. You grow on your credit karma. If you go to the credit factors, those were the things that I was mentioning at the credit factors. I have a lot of great things for you guys. If you subscribe to my YouTube, you should got the free ebook Creditology. Free ebook Creditology. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel and sent me the screenshot and to the email, I will post those procedures after the meeting. If you haven't got the free ebook Creditology, you want the hard copy Creditology for attending this class, you could get the hard copy for a discount, 50% off, only today for this class members. That's a treat for coming to this class, and also another treat for coming to this class. I'm gonna give y'all a free trade line today. A free trade line. It don't matter if what type of credit you got. It's not a credit check. It's free. It can boost your score at least 30 points in 2 days. The first of the month coming around, so you need to be throwing on the trade lines. That's the subject matter of today is trade lines and loans. Okay, we're gonna cover some things. I had y'all see y'all post questions in the group chat, so I'm gonna address some of those things today. We're gonna talk about what are trade lines exactly. Like, what is a trade line? You hear these terms a lot, like trade line this, trade line that. Some of y'all might know what a trade line is. Some of y'all might not know. For those that do know what a trade line is, you finna still learn something new today. For those that don't know what a trade line is, you're gonna learn something new today as well. Second thing we're gonna talk about with trade lines was like, what is an authorized user trade line versus a primary user trade line? Trade lines is very important when we talk about credit, boosting your score, going to get loans, things like that. A lot of us hear about authorized user. We're going to talk about that. What is an authorized user? What is a primary user? Which one do you need? How much does it cost? How can you get one for free? I'm giving up the secrets today. I'm not going to hold back. The third thing we're going to talk about is how to get free trade lines and get trade lines with no credit check. I'm giving you a free one today, and then part of the package of my credit suite procedure, when you have us do it, we give you all these packages. We give you a package with a no credit check trade line list. Okay, we also have that for sale if you want to donate for that for $10. I'll post the link and procedures on how to get that. A no credit check trade line list. You might not understand what's the benefit of that, but you will understand what the benefit of that by the end of this class when we discuss these trade lines. You're going to have a very, very good understanding on trade lines today. How to boost your score with the trade lines. Far as like how you know which type of trade line do you need. A lot of people buy trade lines $400-500 they don't even need. They don't even know what they're using them for. You know, your credit score is not a trophy. It's not something you just look at. It's something that you leverage for finance. You leverage it. What I mean by leveraging it is that you use it to get whatever you're trying to get without having the money up front to get it. So if you need $100,000, you can go get $100,000 based on your credit. And that's what we're going to talk about too. We're going to talk about loans and finance, how to get a personal loan. What does it take to go get a personal loan? What does it take to go get a business loan? How to get a business loan with your personal credit. Okay, how to get a business loan without your personal credit. What's the best place to get car loans? How can you get car loans? What's the best place to get car loans, credit cards, etc. And like I say, how do you get maximum funding in your business, 100K or more? We're gonna talk about all those things today. Okay, and then after I present this, I'll open up the floor for questions and answers. That sounds fair to y'all? Drop a 100 in the chat if y'all still with me. Y'all can hear me and everything. We're gonna go into the track. Okay, drop a 100 in the chat for me. Okay, round it. Drop a 100 in the chat if y'all still with me. And give y'all some free game. Y'all need y'all energy for this. Jill's ill. What's wrong?
Yep, I'm still here. My hands tied up. I'm doing hair.
Okay, appreciate that. Yana. Okay. All right. Chaz, drop 100. Okay, let's go. Let's get this free trade line list going. I mean, a free trade line. You ain't get a free trade line list, but you get the free trade line right now. Some of y'all might know about this. Some of y'all might not. But if you don't know about this and you do know about it, you ain't using it, it's time to use it today. So Experian gives you a free trade line. What you mean by a free trade line? You can get a trade line based off your utilities and streaming services and your rent. So if you pay rent right now, that's a free trade line. If you pay utilities right now, that's a free trade line. If you got streaming services like Netflix, what's the other one I seen on there? It was Netflix. It was I forgot the name of that music streamline service. But if you got any streaming service that you pay, all these things is credit. I don't care if it's $5 a month to $5,000 a month. It don't matter. We gonna learn about what trade lines is. So all you have to do is go on this website, Experian. You can just Google this, Experian Boost. Boost up your credit score for free. You'll start this this trial. Is not even, you don't have to pay for it or nothing. You don't have to get a subscription. All you have to do is pay. I think you have to do. No, you don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is upload your debit card that you pay your bills with, or connect your bank that you pay bills with. Any bills that you pay out of your debit card or your bank, it will start reporting to your credit by the first of the month. Matter of fact, I think in 2 days. I have did this to a lot of people. I helped them boost their score tremendously, like 30 points within 2 days. So that's a huge factor, because you can be at a 650 right now, and you can go up to 680 right here in this category where it says good, 670, 739. That's another thing you're going to learn today, is that you don't need an 850 credit score to get loans. You get a 670 to 639. That's good credit. And you can get a loan with good credit. You don't have to have exceptional credit. You can get loans with good credit. Okay? So I'm giving you some realistic targets to hit in a free trade line. Drop a 100 if y'all like this free trade line. Anybody like this free trade line I gave you? Drop a 100.
Islam Moab. What's the name of that trade line? My phone had died. I just got back in.
This is ExperionBoost.com. Type in Experion Boost and your Google. Okay. Well, this is Experion. They would give you a free trade line on Experion if you pay rent, utility bills, streaming services, any of these things. You would get a free trade line. I mean, it's 30 points, 20, 30 points right there added to your score. It's not going to be a credit check. It's not going to be an income added to lower your score. And it can add credit. It can add credit aids. We're going to talk about trade lines today. Okay? Because it can add credit aids to you. And you might need that. Okay? Let's talk about what is trade lines. I'm going to my Credit Karma. I'm going to show y'all what is a trade line. Going to somebody else's Credit Karma. Here's my password and everything. Not on recording. A second. Okay. Right up for you. Okay, we're gonna go into my Credit Karma. A lot of people don't understand the importance of Credit Karma. Even though Credit Karma doesn't give you a FICO, it still gives you a lot of education that you can use to strengthen your credit score and know where you at in your credit score. Okay, so we're gonna go. All you gotta do is click on your credit score, right? This credit score is not important. What is important is the credit factors. As I went over in last class. The credit factors consist of your trade lines, though. That's all the credit factors is the trade lines. What is your trade lines? Your trade lines is anything that's on your credit report. All right. You might call them accounts. See right here, it says accounts. This right here is what I went over last time in the last class. How you have to have payment history, the utilization, derogatory remarks, credit aids, the total accounts and hard increase, right? So Credit Karma is good because it educates you exactly what you need to strengthen your credit report to get 100% approval. Everything right here you see at top is green, 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 green. Right here is red, red, red. So the red marks let you know that's what you need improvement on. So what you mean you need improvement? You need more trade lines. What are trade lines? Trade lines is anything, any account that's reporting to your credit. Okay? So let's take a look at some real life accounts. It says view all accounts. This is how you use Credit Karma for your own benefit right here. Okay. So you see these 3 credit cards. These credit cards right here are all trade lines. These are trade lines. 3 open, 3 close. What you need is 3. You need not 3. You need 10 open accounts. Be in compliance. Okay. So let me go into one credit card. This actually Tomo credit. This is one of the no credit check trade lines you can get. Okay. Okay. Right here, account details. It says responsibility individual. Now this is how you know this is a primary trade line. With a primary trade line versus an authorized user trade line. A primary trade line is a trade line that you actually own, is yours, right? This is my trade line. It says that responsibility is mine, individual, right? It doesn't say authorized. It doesn't say corporate, right? Those are the 3 categories it can say. If it said authorized, that would mean that there was to be an authorized user trade line. So it report the same way. It'll have the payment history and everything on there, but it'd be owned by somebody else, but it'd be reporting to my credit. So that's another trick to use to get your credit score up, is to use the authorized user trade line. But the thing is with the authorized user trade line is that you want to make sure that when you're using it, it's needed for your credit, right? So this is how you know it's needed for your credit. Let's go back. Hello, but when you look at your credit factors that I showed you, it lets you know what type of trade line you need. Okay, here we go right here. The credit factors broke down again. So you see I got low credit age. Okay. So if I got low credit age, you're gonna need a trade line with what? High credit age. That's just simple. Right? So is you if you're going to get a credit card or a authorized user trade line, you should be seeking one that got like 10 years or more. Anything with 10 years or more is going to shoot your credit score up at least 100 points. So just imagine if my credit looking like this right now is at 740, and I put on a trade line with some credit age, what you think my credit score is going to be? And I only got 3 accounts on there, but I have no derogatory marks. I have 100% history. Those are important factors. I got 0 utilization, right? So your trade lines is these accounts that accumulate. So all they're doing is telling you how you treat your trade lines, your accounts. So if you got on-time payment history, how do you use 100% of the trade line, or how much utilization do you use? Is it any derogatory marks made by the credit card company or trade line company? How old is the trade line? And did they put it, was it a soft pull or a hard pull? So what I'm going to show you is how to get trade lines with no hard inquiry, right? Like I just gave you that one trade line. That's a free trade line Experian give you. It's not going to add a hard inquiry. All these things affect your credit score. If you got more than 2 hard inquiries, I mean more than 3 really, 3 or more, like 4 or more, it's going to drop your credit score. You really just want to have 1 or none. I'm going to get rid of that 1 that's on there too. You can just put a little stubborn with it, but I like to have my credit score squeaky clean. Because that maximizes your chances of getting better loans. So the point is to boost up your trade lines right here, these accounts on here, for you to be able to go get a loan for a higher amount. Okay. So that's what it goes into the loan and financing part. Okay. How do you get a personal loan? This is how you get a personal loan right here. All these things is looking good. would get 100% approval for a personal loan. As long as you don't got no derogatory marks like check systems. Check systems is like the bank way of, like putting out an alert that you basically got like bad history with a bank. You know what I'm saying? So you have to clean that up. But if you ain't got no check systems, reporting bad, and all these things right here hit the green, you can get all these factors in the green. 100% on any personal loans. And it's the same way for business loans. Now, when you get a business loan, you can get a business loan off your personal loan. It's called a personal guarantor. Okay? The way you do this is that put your business in compliance. And we do offer that as part of the service with the credit sweep as well. When you get the credit sweep with us, we also make sure that we give you a compliance list to show you basically how to put your business in compliance. A lot of people think they got to wait 2 years and put on trade lines on a business, which is just accounts, open up accounts in a business just to get a business loan. That's not true. You can do it that way, but that way is the long way. What we do is just make your personal credit, put all these things in the green. You put all them things in the green, you got your business in compliance, then you can go apply for business loans. Okay? You just got to know where to go. Okay, so that leads to where to go. What's the best place to go for these loans? So I'm gonna show you. So we give you a credit union list. Put y'all out. All right. So this is a list that I made from my experience, my years of doing credit repair, getting people loans and approvals. These right here are the highest limits you will get. All of these are credit unions. And the reason why we choose credit unions is because they have a better approval procedure than a regular bank do. A regular bank gonna want proof of income. They gonna want check stubs, W2s, W4s, whatever. They gonna want basically proof that you've been making money in your business. They gonna want proof that you're making money personally. If you go to these credit unions require no documentation is what it's called. No documentation means that it don't require you to have no pay stubs or nothing. That means that as soon as you open up an account with these and your credit is in the green where I showed you, these places gonna give you loans up top. You got a lot of these is easy to get into, some of them hard to get into. We help you get into these as well. Some of these takes a referral. Some of these is all you have to do is like sign up for a volunteer organization that they have affiliation with. They'll let you know on their site, like, are you a member of this organization? And then you just go to that organization website, sign up in 5 minutes, and be a volunteer. And it don't require you to pay anything or do anything, but they just want you to volunteer for the organization. Then you go back and become a part of the credit union, because these credit unions are like just meant for they a union. You understand? So like if you look at the first one, Teachers Federal Credit Union, it's for teachers. So if you're not a teacher, it's hard to get in there, but they have a volunteer organization for teachers. They're looking for volunteers, right? You don't got to do anything but volunteer online. And then you can be a part of the Teachers Federal Credit Union. Being a part of the Teachers Federal Credit Union has its advantages, especially if you're in Texas. This is especially for those that's in Texas with the Teachers Federal. But you can get it worldwide because these are online. That's another thing. With credit unions, most of them just online, so you don't even have to go in person. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part of that. You don't got to go in person and talk to nobody. I suggest that you do that sometimes, especially with newer banks, go in person and talk to the loan officer. But, That's just to see what you need to be in compliance. Once they tell you, okay, we looking for you to have a 680 credit score, we looking for you to have 3 or 4 trade lines with accounts on there, then you already know, okay, this is what they want. Bam. Now next when I come back, I'm in compliance. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta go back, you can just apply online. So that's the whole trick. It's like you want to sit down with a loan officer to see what the requirements is, right? Talk to them. But then you can go online and apply. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these places you can apply just right online. They're really easy. And you get approved in 5 minutes. It don't take long. And you don't have to build up a friendship with them. Like, you don't have to have an account with them for months, 2-3 months, nothing like that. I literally got people loans the same day they open their account. Like, soon as they open the account, while they open the account, they ask you, do you want to apply for the loan? And so you open up the account and apply for the loan with no credit check at the same time. Now, some of these do hard pulls. You understand? Some of them do hard pulls. But once you got the no credit check trade line list, this is the spot when you go get the maximum funding at right here. This is where you run it up at. So what the trick is, how you run it up. I'm going to give you the game. All right, once you got your personal credit together, then you got your business and compliance, right? The next thing you want to do is you want to open up at least 10 of these credit unions. You want to open up a business bank account and a personal bank account. The business bank account is going to run you about $100. So you're looking at, if you're doing 10, that's $1,000, right? But you got 10 bank accounts for this one business. And I ain't talking about 10 business. I'm talking about one business. I'm talking about one personal credit score. You can do this with, okay? So as soon as you open this, I just told you, you can apply for the loan at the same time. So as soon as you open it, you're applying for 10 loans at one time. Some of these places, like number 9, First One Tech Federal Credit Union, you can Google these places. They give you up to $100,000 in your personal credit. So you can get these loans in your personal credit and your business credit. So this is how you maximize. You can walk out of here with $1 million. I ain't no cap. You can walk away with $1 million. You can get personal loans and business loans. And then guess what? You can do the same thing with a car. This is how you get the Turos and all those things cracking for yourself, because you can go to 10 of these credit unions at one time. I got 11 on the list for you. But you can go to 10 of them. I got more than 11, pardon, sir. Yes, 11. But you can go to just 10 of these. You can go get 10 car loans in your personal and business. That's 20 cars. Now, what you're going to do with 20 cars, that's when your creativity got to kick in. You got your own car rental place. So this is how they relate. Like, the trade lines go right into you getting your maximum funding. Most people think you got to, I got to go get these net 30s for my business, and I got to go get a Uline account, pay that for 3 months. I got to go put $5,000 in the bank account, let that sit for 90 days. Yeah, if you want to go the loan route, you can get that. But if you're just trying to go from 0 to 100 right fast, this is the way to do it. Once you get to 100, then you can elevate yourself where you just getting business loans without your personal credit. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to operate on the business side, because the business side has all the advantages. On the personal side, they look at you as a debtor. You looking at as a person that just paying their bills. So they giving you consolidated loans and things like that just to consolidate your bills and pay off your bills. But on the business side, they're giving you loans to flip. So they give you reward points for flipping. Like, say, on the personal side, you might say if you max out your credit card on the personal side, like I just showed you, that hurts your utilization. On the business side, there's no such thing as utilization. There's no such thing as utilization. So on the business side, they tell you things like this: hey, you apply for this credit card, and you get reward points for every 10,000 you spend. So the first 10,000 you spend, you get reward points. And this is not even, I'm not even hitting you with American Express on this list. Everybody, these are the ones that's not popular. Navy Federals became popular now, but these are the ones that's not popular. So you can still hit the ones that's popular. You can go to the Navy, not Navy Federal, but the American Express. American Express is an open-end credit card for your business. So once you get the maximum funding in here, go ahead, because you can do it again. Because guess what? None of these loans go to your personal credit. So if you go to American Express, you're doing a personal credit. It's called a personal guarantor loan. So you going in there with the personal guarantor move, the trick I'm showing you, guess what? Your personal credit's still A1 squeaky clean. Because we don't use that. We just maxing out on our business side and flipping that. You see how I don't use none of my personal credit. It's zero utilization. You want to keep it at zero up to 10. You can put it up to 10%, maybe 30%, but after 30%, utilization start going down. So I keep mine at about 1%. That keeps my score boosting every month. My score boosts at least 1-2 points. And I ain't even doing that but keep my utilization down. But on the business side, there's no such thing as utilization. You can flip that, you can max out that card, pay the minimum, and you know what I'm saying? Rinse and repeat. Let's take a look at one real fast. Let's look at First Tech. Look at First Tech. For credit union. Wow. Okay, let's go to First Tech. Now this is new, a fairly new credit union, but they not that new. You see, they've been around since 1952, but nobody know about them. They are 100% online credit union for the most part that I knew of. They 100% online, so you don't even have to go in person. The type of loans they got credit cards, home loans. So you can go to these credit unions, so you can get all these things. You can get credit cards, home loans, do things with your insurance. You can get investment loans. So we were talking about the insurance policies and things like that. So this goes with that. You can get loans on your insurance policy against your death benefit with these credit unions as well. Let's see the one for the 100,000. But you see how they got it like this is what I'm talking about on the business side right here. Like this is a business, it's gotta be a business card right here. It says that right here it says plus get the valuable offers for new cardholders. It said earn 10,000 bonus points when you spend at least 2,000 in the first 60 days on your new card. So they want you to spend money on the business side. They give you 10,000 bonus points. Them 10,000 bonus points can be redeemed for what? Travel, gift cards, merchandise, events, and activities. And they say they never expire. And then it say the reward points, one reward points for every dollar you spend. Now you spend money, you get reward points. They're gonna give you bonus 10,000 reward points, plus you getting 2,000 reward points for the 2,000 you spent on some credit money that's not even yours, and then you suspend it to flip it. 2,000. So guess what? You get more reward points for spending more. This is how it works. I'll show you the $100,000 plan they got. They got one for 100K. I researched these. That's what you do. That's what you need to start doing. Start researching credit unions. Start looking them up. Do your homework on it. You're going to be able to benefit greatly from doing that. And they got low interest, very low interest rates. I ain't even getting into all the particulars of what you can do in banking as far as like CDs, certificate of deposit. There's so many plays you can run with this. Hold on, let me type in. There's so many plays you can run with this when you get into banking. The credit score and all that is just the first part of it, but you can really get into this banking and get into something. It says right here, 100,000. I'm trying to see that $100,000 program they got. $100,000 program. What it takes to open up a bank account is $10. $10 open up a personal. For a business, it usually take about 100. Open up checking accounts. For a certificate program, they start certificates at $500. You can open up an account at as low as $500. You know how that pay out, but you have to do your research to see how that pay out. I'm trying to find a 100K program, but it's in here though. You just have to, I guess, go a little further in the research on that. But these trade lines is very beneficial, I'm telling you. Okay. Are we on the subject? I'm gonna just give y'all a quick couple of reviews for my work. I have performed. Somebody mute your backgrounds, huh? We're gonna open up the floor for questions in a couple minutes. 2 minutes. We're gonna open up the floor for questions. Hope y'all got some, because I'm ready to answer some questions. But these are some of the testimonies. If you go to my Instagram page, 850 Credit Team, these are the testimonies from my suite program that I have. If you want the PDF version, it's only $50 for the PDF version of the step-by-step procedure on that. Very simple. Very simple. Okay, this is some of the results that I got. Real receipts, 13 inquiries, 1 auto loan, 2 credit cards removed today. I was one of the Moors. This person, this is May 29th. We took them from a 600 credit score to a 700 club, 728, 700. And the reason why these credit scores be different, because every trade line or account doesn't report to the credit bureau. So that's another thing you have to do in your homework with trade lines, is asking the company, which ones do y'all report to? Because if they don't report your trade lines, there's no point of getting a trade line and don't report. And you want to report to all 3. If they report to 2, you could probably go for that, but none less than 2. If they don't report to 1, that's not a good one. Okay. We discharged the loan right here. Southwest Airlines, $2,000 balance. That was a discharge. Got plenty inquiries removed right here under 30 days. And this credit sweep procedure is it's under 30 days. Most times you get results. Now, we're not guaranteeing it, but most of the time it's under 30 days. Sometimes within 7 to 14 days, if you follow instructions. Another one. Okay, this was some collections removed. Never pay collections, okay? Collections can always be disputed and removed. Never pay collections. Okay. Never pay collections. That's collection debt collectors on the Fair Debt Credit Reporting Act. They can always be challenged and removed. This person right here, we had 35 deletions in under 30 days. with our credit sweep program. Okay, so it's very real. It's not, something I've been doing for the last 4 years. I mean, let's go all the way back. I got testimonies to go back and back and back. It's not like I got just some recent ones. I just started this. No, I've been doing this for a long time. We shot this person up to 775 in 30 days. Real testimonies. He was at a 675, went up to almost 800 in 30 days. We've been doing this for a long time. Look at the date on here. It says December 2020. 2020. That's how long we go back. So there's some credibility in the information that I'm sharing with you is very valuable. This information, outside, you probably pay thousands of dollars for this type of information. This person used the no credit check Tradeline list back in 2020, and his score went up 88 points. So he was at a 500. He was at a high 500. Now he had a high 680. Now he can qualify himself for what? Loans, because now he got good credit. This student loans removed using the credit procedure. Those student loans got removed in 21 days. 21 days. 22 inquiries got removed in 30 days. These are real results from my work, my personal work. There's not no screenshots of somebody else's work. More student loans removed. Fair loan servicing. More student loans removed. More student loans removed. At one point, we were just doing all student loans. AP Morgan credit card removed. Credit code removed. There's no companies that we haven't faced. It's Navient. A lot of y'all's got Navient. Chrysler Capital. All those get removed in 30 days, under 30 days. Okay. How do we remove these under 30 days? I'm going to let you know before we go in for questions. Credit sweep procedure. All right, this is what the $50 PDF looks like. Starts with, if you want us to do it, we'll do it for $10.99, $1,099. We'll give you the credit sweep procedure. We'll do it for you, actually. Also, we'll give you the Tradeline list, no credit check Tradeline list. We'll also give you the credit union list and the business compliance list. All this for one fee. Now, the credit sweep procedure, we use this law right here. Is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA for abbreviation, subsection 605B. You want to research this. This is the quote from that law. So this is law that's been codified in 15 U.S.C. subsection 1681 C2. All right. C2, look it up. It says block of information resulting from identity theft. A block except as authorized provided in this section. Consumer reporting agency shall block the reporting of any information in the file of a consumer that the consumer identifies as information that result from alleged identity theft, not later than 4 business days after the date of receipt by such agency. So this is how we get things removed in under 30 days, because by law, they only got 4 days to remove it. And you've seen the real testimonies. It's not a game. It's not something that we just learned a procedure. We've been doing the same procedure over and over and over for 4 years. We just passed our 4-year anniversary. So I will open up the question floor for questions now. You can unmute yourselves if you have any questions pertaining to the information. So it's now you.
I have a question. Inquiries, right? All right. Say that you got approved for the credit card or whatever, and it says it takes 2 years to come off or something like that. Can we get that off quicker?
Yeah, you can get inquiries pulled off in 24 hours using my credit sweep procedure. We also, part of the credit sweep procedure is the 24-hour process. You have to call the bureaus within 24 hours to get it removed. So the best way to remove an inquiry is actually within the first 30 days. Really, the first 24 hours, it takes 24 hours for it to report. So if you call them and catch them like, hey, I just got an alert, because you're going to get an alert before they report it. I just got an alert. Put an inquiry on my credit report. They remove it right up, but you got to use identity theft and use the credit sweep packet. And you might have to send in the paperwork, but you can do it over the phone. Best way to get it done is within 30 days. You don't have to wait 2 years to remove an inquiry. By law, it does sit on there 2 years, but if that's what you consent it to. Remember, your credit report is your information.
Okay, because I got approved for the, you know what I'm saying, for whatever, for the credit card and everything, you know, so query. So I was thinking like, damn, maybe I can't remove it, but I could still remove it, even though it's not fraud
The only thing you gotta watch out for, is if you remove an inquiry with an open account, sometimes they'll close that account. So what I do is go online. Most of the time it'll be online. They'll post stuff like that online. It's most of the new companies that do that though. The legitimate credit card companies don't really do that, but I'll go online and look and see if they have any statements and disclaimers that if you take off the inquiry that they'll close the account. That's the only thing you gotta watch out for. You're dealing with an open account. Good question. Inquiries is very important to your credit score.
Okay, I got another question. All right, so you recommend go ahead and go get some LLCs right away, and say like Tuesday, go straight up to the bank, open up these business accounts, and you said we could get funded up in a couple weeks.
No, you get funded the same day. As soon as you open up, if you got everything in compliance, as soon as you go and open up the account, you get funded the same day. It only takes 5 minutes to get approval and up to 24 hours to hit your account.
But you said go to 10 banks with the same LLC, but some of these banks going to pull from the same people though.
Don't matter. That's why you're going to apply for them at the same time. You're not going. It takes 24 hours for them to report it. So only way they'll know you apply for some other places that the account got reported to your credit report. So the trick is you doing all this within 24 hours. So if you open up 10 bank accounts, right, they not going to do no credit check just to open up the bank account. But when you go apply for the loans, right, you're going to do all the loans at the same time.
Okay, bet. All right. And you wouldn't recommend doing this with a holding company, right?
No, you never want to put liability on your holding company, because your holding company is just meant to hold your assets. Company just hold assets. So your holding company supposed to have your assets on hold, like you basically using those to just to have ownership. Like if you own your car and these type of things, if you own these type of things like a car, house, and having in your personal name creates liability. So you want to take the liability off your personal name and put it in the holding company. So if you get sued, they can't come after the holding company, because the holding company is not you. You know what I'm saying? It's a separate entity. So if you put credit on the holding company and then you default on that credit, that bank or that creditor can come after your holding company, and they can garnish whatever that the holding company owns. So, what you want to do is what they call a low risk LLC. So you want to open up a low risk LLC. That's an LLC that's like generic LLC, like you actually don't really do no business in. It don't have no high risk names like a construction company or real estate or credit company, nothing like that. You want to have like a consultation LLC, like just a plain name like Blue Wall LLC. They don't know what that is. So on your application, you're going to put that it's a consultation company. Consultation companies get 100% approvals because they low risk. What you mean by low risk? That they don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't have a high risk of a failing company. A lot of people in these companies, you know, they not successful. You know, they're not earning profits and things like that. They really lose money a lot of times. So they consider those high risk companies. Some good questions. Keep them coming. Questions coming.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The floor is yours.
Okay. Does the credit sweeps help with the check systems?
Yep. Credit Sweep helps with check systems as well. If you got a check system problem, where if you open up a bank and something happen, close the bank with a balance and all that, check systems, this Credit Sweep will get that check systems right together. And it also helped with the other credit bureaus too. So let me show you that. Helps with like LexisNexis, for instance. So like LexisNexis, they report, a lot of people pull from them too. So this is part of the credit sweep procedure. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you don't have to do it. But if you have a problem with these companies, we got a list of all the secret credit bureaus on here too. So these are secret credit bureaus like LexisNexis, Innovis, Teletrack, Freeze, Axiom, Intellius, Factor Trust, SageStream, Clarity Service, Incorporated, Advanced Resolution Service, ARS, Microbill. All these are credit reporting agencies as well. A lot of people don't know about them credit reporting agencies, but if you got a copy of my book too, these credit agencies are in there in my book too, Creditology. But these are the secret credit bureaus too, so you got to watch for them. And we teach you procedures on how to use a security freeze the right way. So a lot of people don't know the benefit of using a security freeze. Security freeze is not for you to necessarily use to repair your credit all the time. You don't have to use that. You can just use like a credit method. But the security freeze can be used, say if you got like a problem with a check system, like you say, like you got a bank that's you got a balance with, and then you trying to go get a bank, open up a bank with another bank account with another bank. So what you would do is you would see where they checking from, right? So if they checking from LexisNexis, then or check system, then you can just go to check system and put a security freeze on them too as well. You know, or say if you got a background check, you got to pass. I forgot which one of these, but one of these do background checks. I think it's Clarity Services. They do background checks. So you can send them the security freeze letter that we have included in here. You know what I'm saying? You can send them, and they can't even check your background if you got felonies.
And that was one of my next questions. With the credit checks, they're starting to be based on backgrounds are being included in credit checks. And so that's what I was trying to figure out too.
Because that's your personal record. So your credit check is really a consumer report. So, you know, criminal cases is considered commercial, right? So they put that on consumer reports as well as personal. They call it personal records. So you could put a security freeze on that as well. Like I had a person that was trying to get approved for an apartment, and because of their background, of course, they wasn't going to get approved. So they had evictions and felonies and stuff like that. So the evictions was going to get them disqualified. So what I had them do is go to the apartment people, figure out what company that they actually check with to do the free. I mean, to do the background check, because they have to tell you this. But sometimes you have to apply, and they give you an adverse action letter, and then the adverse action letter will tell you, and then you go back and freeze that. You go back and put a freeze on that that reporting agency, whoever it may be. Then you go back and apply, and they can't find it because you put a freeze on it. And I had a lady do that, and she got approved for the apartment in under 30 days. She only had 30 days to move. She got approved, you know. So just knowing how to use that security freeze process is very beneficial. You know, this is the guidance for you to study from. This procedure right here, this method, it costs $3,000 for a person if they want to give you a mentorship on a credit sweep. Just do your homework on credit sweeps.
Okay.
Do your
And
homework
that's
on
good.
credit sweeps. See how much it costs.
It's like you're reading my mind because you're really answering my questions as I'm going. But that's another question I had with the credit sweep. Is it 50 or is it 1,000? Because I thought I saw it said it was $50.
It's 50 if you just want this PDF and you do it yourself. But if you want me to do it and a mentorship for me, then it's 1,000 for the mentorship program.
Okay.
And it's worth it. I'm a
Oh
current
no,
client.
it's long. It's long. I definitely
Yes,
I
Mom.
push my credit way up. No cap. And it's
Yeah,
different.
I moved
uh,
15 items in one day, one single car. Well, it was like
Islam
two or
Grand
three.
Sheik. Which one did you say that check systems be pulling from for what's the name? Because I got a little issue with them right now. I'm trying to get something
But
removed.
check systems is its
Lexus.
own company. You go
Yeah.
to check systems, you just you go straight to check systems. So what banks use check systems. That's who use the bank. So if you go open up a bank account and you got like a bad bank account with somebody else in the past, they report it to check systems. And then the new bank gonna check systems.
Mm-hmm.
No, but you were saying like one of those secret bureaus. They the bank use those like through check systems or something like that.
Nah, these secret credit bureaus is what different companies might use. Like most of them use LexisNexis for your personal records. Like say if you got like something they checking your background with, then you can go like LexisNexis or Clarity Services. I believe it's Clarity Services. But I know LexisNexis for sure. LexisNexis put your personal record on there, so you can put a security freeze on all these companies right here, and whoever checking them, they can't find them because you when you freeze these companies, you basically saying I don't give you permission to use my information anymore. That's what you're telling them, like because remember all this is based on your information. Travis, you had a question?
So the
Yeah.
freeze game is very important.
The freeze game is very important, but you don't have to use the freeze game just to clean up your credit. You can just do the credit sweep procedure, but the freeze game is for like when you're trying to get approved for something real
Yeah,
fast.
trying to acquire some things. Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to acquire something, you know, okay, they're gonna check this, so let me go back and put a freeze on that company they checking for. Now, when you go in there, it's like you got a brand new record. You can do this with jobs, apartments, houses, whatever that might go against your background. And you can do it with the three major bureaus too. You can go to this one, number 10, Factor Trust. But you see the bureaus in here, each credit reporting agency also, you can just go directly to their website and do a freeze too. Now, most time they're gonna put a fraud alert on you when you do the credit sweep method. But what I do, I call them, I tell them don't put no fraud alert. You really don't need a fraud alert. Fraud alert just really, if you really got somebody stealing your identity, then you need a fraud alert because then a fraud alert makes them call your phone before they approve you for anything. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need that. You need a security freeze. You know what I'm saying? But you might not need a security freeze, like I say, unless you're just trying to get approved for something real fast. Like I don't really use security freezes as much as I used to when I first started doing this. I used to freeze everybody credit, then do the credit repair the sweep. But I learned the sweep by itself, by the law, you don't even have to do no freeze.
It's I was going through with well, I was not going with check systems. The big thing they talking about is the affidavit is not signed by a law enforcement officer. That's their big thing.
Oh, no. What you did the FTC report though, right?
Yeah.
All right, then okay, go back to FTC website. They got this letter. Look, let me show you what FTC produced. Let me show you this right fast. This all you gotta do is send them this letter from FTC. It's called a notice to furnish. The notice to furnish a letter. Let me see. And they give you, they already typed this up for you. You ain't gotta put your name on it, nothing. All you gotta do is just send it out to it. And I send it out with a copy of your FTC report again. So this is a PDF they give you right here. You can just download it. Notice to furnishers, PDF. And this is what it says to them. You pull it up. And you send this directly to them. Now this says to all furnishers of consumer reports must comply with all applicable regulations, including regulations promulgated after this notice was first prescribed in 2004. Information about applicable regulations currently in effect can be found at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's website. So this is from the FTC. So FTC is the Federal Trade Commission. They are nobody to play with. If them people play with you, you can sue them for not complying with the FTC. The FTC is the law enforcement for credit reporting agencies. Now it tells you right here in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they even give you the code to use, 15 U.S.C. 1681Y, right? Imposes responsibilities on all persons who furnish information to the Consumer Reporting Agency, CRAs. These responsibilities are found in Section 623 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then it codifies state law may impose additional requirements on furnishers. Okay. And then they got laws in the Federal Credit Reporting Act to show you that the Federal Trade Commission is the law enforcement. And then they also give you a whole list of violations that they, they may be violated. So that LTC report is very important for sure. I just sent them this letter right here, notice to furnishers of information. This usually what I use when they get to playing games, because what they did was what you was called a stall letter. That's all they're doing, is just stalling you out. That's what we call a stall letter. Like
Okay,
they might say your FTC report is not legit or something like that, or you ain't sending right ID, your ID ain't legit. All those.
No, it wasn't the ID. They just said it wasn't. They said it wasn't signed by a law enforcement officer.
Yeah.
But yeah, where exactly did you go to get that letter right there? I'm on the. Was it enforcement?
Yeah, I just type in FTC notice to furniture.
Oh, notice to furniture.
Yeah, notice to furniture. It was the first tab that popped up right here. Even on identitytheft.gov, they got it. But you got the FTC report. They even got it. Different version though, but it's the same thing.
Hey, Sheik, I just sent you $51 for the PDF.
Okay, I'll send it to you as soon as the class over with. Gratitude. And I ain't gonna lie, with that PDF, if you really beastie with it, man, you can start you a whole credit service. You can start doing your family and friends and everybody off the same procedure.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That's why I say, no, let me just get that.
Yeah, you can just at least do the repair part for them. You know what I'm saying? You probably can't coach them through everything, but you can definitely start sweeping your family members credit with that. This one procedure, I'm giving out love. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm elevating. I'm going, hey, I'm going for $1 million this year. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, y'all can have it. I'm not into this no more. Like, I just like teaching it in this part, you know what I'm saying? But I will do take clients right now, but that's only for right now. It's not gonna be like that in the future. You know, in the future, you just gonna have to watch recorded videos or whatever. I don't know how we're gonna promote it then, but you know, right now, this PDF $50, and you know what I'm saying. If you want me to do it, it's $10.99, and I'll mail out the paperwork to you, you know, and all that. You mail it out, or you can have us mail it out. You pay us the mailing fee, whatever. But you know, we handle the hard part for you, which is the paperwork, and guide you through, mentor you all the way through it. It's steps to it, though, you know. So consultation be needed sometimes. You know, you need to ask questions as you go along. Like, okay, you know, now to my credit, I got the accounts off. What I do next? Okay, now the sweep procedure. Okay, we also gonna give you trade lines to put on, right? That's the most important part to get to the funding. It just shows you, and we're gonna walk you into the banks. You need to get a Navy Federal. Guess what? We give you referral for Navy Federal. We give referrals for Navy Federal. We give referrals for a couple of these credit unions that I got. I got 5 on myself. I got to get another 5. So I got 5 on myself. I had 7 of them, but I had to discharge like 2 of them, like Southwest. I just showed y'all like Southwest Airlines credit union. I had to discharge a $2,000 credit card with them. So I had to do a discharge procedure, set the value, sent them the bill of exchange. Okay. We have another class on that. You know, we're gonna have more classes going forward. If y'all want to send me a donation or something, just go ahead and send me a donation to the Cash App. We can keep this going. We can have, you know, ongoing classes. So many different parts of credit. We just talking about trade lines and loans today. You know, we can get into business compliance lists. How can you, you know, do that for the low? You know, you can get your business compliance, whatever. It's just so many areas in credit to talk about, though. You know, I'm just giving you a quick synopsis today. Any more questions, though? The floor is now open.
Yeah, I have another question. With removing, is it possible to add to like their like the credit reporting or whatnot?
What you mean? Say it again.
Like with, you know how like we was talking about the background checks and all of that being included into your credit checks. With removing them, is it possible to add things to it so that when people do happen to do a credit check, you'll be able to put more positive things into your credit checks?
That's a great question. That's exactly what we do in a mentorship. So like, you do have to replenish those accounts. That's accurate. Because as soon as you taking off all the negative, then you got nothing on there. You want to put some positive on there. So that's when a no credit check trade line list come in effect. Okay, and we got like 11 of them for you. It doesn't do trade lines. So like a lot of people knew about, like, for instance, secured credit cards. I'll just give you a few on. You know what I'm saying? Secured credit cards. Everybody know about secured credit cards. If you don't know about secured credit cards, go get a secured credit card. You can put $100, $200 on a credit card secured, and basically they're gonna report that to your credit, that $200. But it's gonna be used as a credit card, not a debit card. So when you spend it, you gotta pay it back. So what I suggest, don't even put no money on, don't even spend no money on it, right? You just put $200. If you was gonna save $200, put the $200 on the credit card. You know what I'm saying? Secure credit card. Now you got a trade line, and if you need it for emergency, just replenish it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a no credit check trade line, like Open Sky. They don't do no credit check. I got a few more on the list. You know what I'm saying? I do no credit check. Then we got some on there with the secure loans. Now, most people don't know about secure loans. Now, secure loans that's another one, because secure loans is like this. You can loan yourself money and they report that on your credit. What you mean by loan yourself money? You can pay a monthly fee to the company, like $30 a month for a whole year. At the end of that year, they're going to give you all your money back. But that whole time you've been paying that little $30, they're going to report that to your credit
That's
and
like
say you've
self.
been paying on the loan. That's called a reverse loan, reverse secured loan. Look those up, reverse secured loan. So these are the type of mentorship things I give you after you repair your credit. So, you know, the consumer laws and all that, everybody can't grasp. It takes study for you to really know the consumer laws and stuff like that. Everybody don't have a passion for that. I get it. But we give you mentorship on how to repair the credit and how to keep your credit up so you can maximize and you can, you know what I'm saying? We don't want you to come back to us and like, oh, I messed up my credit again. No, we want you to leave with us with a great testimony. Like, okay, my credit been 700, 800 ever since I met bro. And now I got this loan, this loan, this loan. Man, I got people in my inbox I can show you, man. Real testimonies. They didn't got over hundreds of thousands of dollars just off the mentorship alone. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get the credit repair suite. They didn't even need that. They just need to know how to use their credit. Some people, you know what I'm saying, you might not have anything negative on your credit. You still gonna need the mentorship in because then you're gonna need the trade lines to build it up. That's the quickest way. Like if you got no credit, that's sweet. Like if you got some type of 18-year-old child or something like that, he ain't got no credit, come get the mentorship, and he gonna have a 700 credit score in 30 days, and y'all can go get it funded in his name. See, this is important information for our next generation as well. You know what I'm saying? You got family members sitting around what's worth $1 million, and you know what I'm saying? They don't even know it, how to get to it. This is real financial education.
Yeah, I have two more questions too.
Go ahead, bro.
On the payment for the mentorship on that, is that a flat rate or is it a payment arrangement that could be made on that, or is it just flat?
Yeah, it's a you can make payment arrangements on that. You know, you can pay you know, increments or installments.
Okay.
Yep. You can
Okay.
set up a payment schedule to that. Yep.
And my last question, I ain't trying to keep giving you questions, but I'm just
No, hey, that's what we're here for, Q&As, you know.
man, my last question is like you keep reading my mind because you said something about the children, and I had seen on there something about you had posted something or you had just skimmed across it, but it says something about making authorized users on your credit cards. That's what I was thinking about recently doing with my child, putting her on there on my secure credit cards to try and build her credit up. Is there anything in there that helps with, you know, bringing our children into like good credit while they're young?
Yeah, exactly. Like you just said, add them as authorized users. That see the thing is you don't have to build up no credit for years to have a good credit score, right? So what it is that all you have to do is once they turn 18, just put them on as authorized user. In 30 days, it gives them 700. Now, once they got that 730 days, then you go get them primary user trade lines, right? And I'll show you how to do that in the mentorship. You'll go get them primary trade lines like the secured credit cards and things like that. But you want to get like a total of 10 of them. And yeah, and within 3 months, they can have like a 750 credit score. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something you have to do and start them off as a baby. You feel me? Like, oh, I got to put some credit in there and then build it all the way up. No, this credit is like a magic button. It can go from 0 to 730 days. And all you need is a 680. For them to have like a credit anyway, they have to be 18. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people do put credit in their children's name, but they burn it up. You know what I'm saying? They put like utility bills and stuff using their social security number, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how people get out. But that's not the way you have to do it. No, you just wait till they're 18, do an authorized user on there, throw some trade lines on there, just have the money ready. You know what I'm saying? Have the money ready to invest on their credit. That's all you have to do throughout the year. And another thing, what we do is I don't know if you was around for the last class, is the whole life insurance. That's the best thing to get for the baby. Make your baby a trust fund baby.
Yeah.
Now that's something you can pay into while they're young, and it builds up. So if you pay into it for 10 years, guess what? You can borrow against it after that 10 years is up. You know what I'm saying? You can save, you saving money in a bank account. Instead of saving the bank account, you can put it in a life insurance policy. So if you save up, say you just put in 20,000 in 10 years, right? Now that 20K, they can borrow against that. And then it's growing interest for them the whole time. Even when they borrow against it, still granting interest. And guess what? Now they got life insurance on top of that. And their policy is paid off for life. After 10 years, your policy paid off for life. You don't got to pay into it no more. All you got to do is pay back what you owe when you borrow against it. And it's no credit check because you got your own bank. The best thing to do for the children is the trust funds. Start a trust fund for them.
Cool. Thanks.
Or a CD account too. CDs are another good one for the children to use, because you can invest money in a CD, and then you can get it on a maturity date. When it matures, you can cash out probably 10 times more than what you put in. Bank of America had a good one. When you put in like 10K, and then in 2 years they give you back $250,000 business credit. Credit, you can use that to reinvest. So now they 18, you done started them a CD account. By the time they turn 18, they got $250,000 to start a business and reinvest in something.
And life insurance policies too.
I said that, you didn't hear me? I said the life insurance policy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the one.
matter of fact, I'm gonna upload another gift to y'all, free PDF called What Would the Rockefellers Do? Y'all ever read that PDF? But that deals with credit and banking and insurance, and moving our families into like the Rockefellers, how they moved their family into generational wealth through life insurance policies. So this is a good read for credit and life insurance. Those are main keys you're gonna have to use for sure to get ahead in generational wealth. These are some great questions. We're gonna take about another questions. We're gonna end this about 2:30, another 5 minutes. So get your questions in. Any questions? Ain't no question, bad question. How I'm supposed to know how to help you? You don't tell me nothing. Closed mouth don't get fed.
All right. Another thing with this business, to get credit with the business, but it seems like a lot of times I'll be hearing that you got to have some age on your businesses to actually really get a loan. But you saying that's not. I'm just going back, rewinding my question from before. So it really doesn't matter the age of your business, because if I open it up Monday and try to go get it funded Tuesday, you saying it won't be a problem.
It's called a personal guarantor loan. Let me show you. So what you want to do is get a personal guarantor loan. Which means you don't have to have no business age. Guarantee or personal guarantor. I'll put this in the Telegram. Read that article. Now you don't that way of putting on trade lines and waiting 2 years for the credit age to build up on a business. Those things are man, that's That's how they want to keep us out the game, and while they getting all the loans, you feel me? And they know the game how to skip the line. We can skip the line. It's credit. Just credit. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's not a savings account. It's credit. It's that somebody give you credit like they giving you something that you didn't earn. That's what credit is. You didn't earn credit. You see what I'm saying? Credit is like I'm giving you a loan. You didn't earn it. You didn't work for it, but you got to pay it back. So that's the old way of doing things.
All right, my last question is, can you send me the lady information of the life insurance again? I was looking through the old messages. I don't see her contact information.
Okay, yeah, I'll repost that. Her name's Latoya Jackson. Yep, I'll post that. It's Latoya Jackson's information. Yeah, because she's a great she's a great mentor to have on your life insurance. I just got into life insurance this year, so I'm only a couple months in. You know,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
only a
looking for
couple
a number. I was
months
trying to call her. Shit, when I got back from Houston, I was trying to call her, but I ain't see it in there.
in. I got you. This is definitely a great mentor to have for the and me and her gonna be doing some more classes coming forward next month too. So get ready for that if you want to learn about life insurance and private banking, dealing with credit. That's coming soon for sure. It's coming next. I'm gonna bring a loan broker in today, but I waited too late to contact him to confirm. For the next class, I got a loan broker who goes more into depth with different type of loans you can get, qualifications.
Oh, it's long. Yeah, I'd like to hear about that.
Posted some of them in the group chat. Some of the ones he sent me that you can qualify for. Some of those was like the traditional loans when you have to build your business on some credit aids. You know what I'm saying? That's the old way though. But he got all types that you can get. Some of the business loans, if you in business, say if you do got a business though, like some of the women that do hair and stuff like that, right? You've been doing hair, you receiving money in your business and stuff like that. You can get a business loan. You know what I'm saying? Like in 3 months, 6 months. So if you got 3 to 6 months of donations or money payments coming into a business account already, yeah, you already worth 100K in your business. You don't need no personal credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you already been building it up. But if you just trying to go from 0 to 100 and you ain't building nothing up yet, you don't gotta build it up. But if you already built it up, yeah, you can still use that. So 100%. Everything is credit. Anything you built up and got some credit worthiness in, and you can definitely use it. I don't see that information here. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna post it up. All right, but and then donations that you might have, you want to send me a donation for this information. If you find the information valuable, leave a review for me as well, for me to share online, so others can join in on the next one. If you want to see a replay from this, it will be on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, Grand Sheik of Texas YouTube page. I will be posting this video on YouTube Thank everybody. High honors to everybody who's took concern. If you want to book a consultation with me, I will leave my information. If you want to
Whatever
get the
happened to
suite procedure or the PDF, that's also available. Okay?
I gotta send you my address.
For the PDF, yeah, send me the email address right there. Yeah, if you sent in the donations for the PDF, send me your email address if you didn't put in the description.
Oh, hold on. I think you already got mine. You already got my email.
Well, send it to me just right now so I can send it to you fast on what I was searching for. Arnisha Robinson, I got your donation as well. Thank you. Sending that. You're gonna send me the email, so send me those emails. I'm gonna need those emails for sure. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let y'all know when the next credit class will be. Will be very soon. The next class we actually gonna have is a law class on the book I Self Law that I wrote. I wrote that book 2 years ago now. But what the book is 102 questions and answers we're gonna go through in a book signing event, and it's also 1,200 case laws dealing with any type of subject. So this is for those who study law, want to enforce law, things like that. We have the book for sale. The book is $111. If you want the PDF is $25 for the PDF. But that will be the next class we will be covering. That will be June 10th. June the 10th. That will be the next class. That, like I say, we're going to go through 102 questions and answers dealing with the book, dealing with law. So tune in for that. That will be broadcasting from here and a couple more streaming sites like my Instagram. So tune in for that and purchase the book if you want to get a hold of the book. You want to get a hold of me of any type of way, status corrections, you want to join the Moorish Science Temple of America, any of these things, get at me. Okay, I will leave my information in the group chat. Peace and love. High honors to everybody. Thank you for coming. And hope to hear from you guys soon. Peace and love.
Islam, peace and love, bro.
peace and love.
Islam, thank you.